we all fell in love with the Moroccan coach. Is he indeed the most handsome man to ever grace the pitch?
Hervé Renard. He's the man that I wish that I was. He's got perfect eyebrows. He looks like he's ripped from the front cover of a Harlequin romance novel, if you've not seen this man. He opens his shirt, 5 buttons. I mean, it's like Tom Ford if he was a soccer manager. There's just a lot of chest wigs just bristling, popping out there. It's like he's got Pat Riley in his prime, pomp potency. And he's just stunning. It would be an amazing romance novel, something like He Scored Too Soon. I know I would read that book. And his team are out, but they played such delicious football. This has been a World Cup of tiny teams just overachieving, playing ambitious, positive football. Normally, when last night Iran played Portugal, normally they would just batten down the hatches and have 10 men kind of across the goal line and just be not in the face. This World Cup, everybody fancies going for it because they know that the one true great team in world football, the United States of America, have not qualified, so they have nothing to fear. They played great in a rout. Peru played great in a rout. Morocco played great and a rout. And it's a wide open World Cup where everything is possible, including a thing I've never seen in my lifetime, guys, which is an England team that does not play with self-loathing, self-sabotage, and just general doom, but actually is young, average age bar mitzvah, and just wants to enjoy playing soccer. I've never seen that before in my lifetime. I don't know what to do with my hands when I watch them.
You mean specifically the English, though, right? There are plenty of people in soccer who play with joy. You're speaking specifically of English repression?
Yeah, English don't take away our repression, Dan. It's all we've got. Our English repression and self-loathing, even though I'm an American now and I have to get used to saying they and not we. But I've spent hours of my life watching England play international football, and they play with just a sense that we used to have an empire, now we're a tiny crag that's irrelevant geopolitically and in sporting and in all sporting endeavours. And we just want to place our neck on the block and have the guillotine quickly. Just make it not in the face, not in the face. This English team are too young to know how they should be playing, and they are They on one hand, they've played terrible teams. I give you that.
You don't trust them, Roger. Your history, you don't trust them. You do. You're an American citizen now. You just became an American citizen. You know they're going to betray you. You know it. You know it. Admit it.
I do. English football fans are Charlie Brown charging at a gridiron football with Lucy Holding. However, this English soccer team, they're babies. They're babies. They don't know what they don't know, and they've played joyous, clinical, professional, collective football. I honestly, in all seriousness, have never seen human beings, men or women, in an England jersey play with what borders on such confidence, and it's been one of the shocks of the opening round that probably ranks up there with Lionel Messi, the GOAT. Lionel Messi, just
the GOAT.
Just absolutely,
he's not the GOAT. Listen,
a dog of a tournament.
Yeah, I call him the choker. He's choking, right? Like, do it on the big stage, do it in the World Cup. Not that good.
It's a complicated question, but I can say. Seeing Lionel Messi, I loved Lionel Messi. He's the greatest footballer I've ever seen with my own eyes. To see him morph into Ralph Wiggum on the football field is the saddest thing, sporting or not.
I mean, that's too strong, though. That's too strong. You can't make him Wiggum. Like, that's too strong.
He's Wiggum. He's playing tonight. I'm in Russia. He is Ralph Wiggum. You can pause the games. And identify exactly the second when his heart breaks. That is pure Ralph bloody Wiggum, and it's truly dark. I made a podcast documentary series, which you were very kind to mention, called American Fiasco. It looks at the American 1998 campaign, when many of the players were so American, they thought, 94, we showed the world we can play soccer. 98, we're going to go and win it. That's what Americans do. And they went and humiliated themselves, lost every game, including to Iran. And it was like the Apocalypse Now meets Scarface. This is Argentinian fiasco, what we're witnessing. The team throwing their coach asunder. There's been a mutiny. Tonight they play Nigeria. They have to win, or else they will be bounced. And when you're in Moscow walking around, to be candid, one of the things I've noticed many things, including just how many average Russians think they're MMA fighters. There's a lot of topless working out on jungle gyms around Moscow. I am, by some lengths, the weakest human being currently within the city perimeters of Moscow. But the other thing you notice is Lionel Messi is bloody everywhere. His face is in every window, every shop window. It's on the side of buildings. Every commercial on television, 3 out of 5 of them, there's a commercial they keep playing that is like, the Russian version of the 1877 Cars for Kids commercial. He's even in that. And you realize the pressure on this guy's shoulders is not just sporting, which is immense. It's also commercial. He must be exhausted to do the shot so many commercial campaigns, and it's easy to see why he's faltering.
All right, we're going to talk to you again tomorrow, and I want to check in with you every day this week, okay? We'll just call you every day. We're going to call you in Russia. Again,
great, man.
Men in Blazers, Encyclopedia Blazer Tanica is available now, and the Men in Blazers podcast is available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It makes it clear. If you want to learn about soccer fast, this is the way to do it, and this is the guy to do it through. Encyclopedia Blazer Tanica is what he's selling. Are you going to join us again tomorrow?
Kung Fu Fight in America, I wouldn't miss it. I'm going to a World Cup game tomorrow, but I will call in right before it. I love you guys. I love what you do. I love the style with which you do it.
Thank you, guys. And we love your style. Can you just give us a cappella? Can you just sing, to close it out, a little bit of Kung Fu fighting because you love it so much? Just a cappella.
Oh, God, I thought that's the only reason I agreed to come on the show, guys. The only reason.
You thought I'd never ask. You thought I'd never ask.
It has a line in it. Funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them up. They were chopping them down. I don't think you can release Kung Fu Fight in
not today.
2000.
Okay, that's the one lyric I didn't want you to read.
Any other lyric?
Any other lyric's fine. That's the one you can't do.
Everybody was Kung Fu fighting. It's fast as lightning. In fact, he hung up. He's not there anymore. He's not there anymore.